Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Little Filmosa. As usual, I'm YJ.
I'm Shuing.
And I'm June. Nice to meet you all.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
What do you mean by nice to meet you?
I mean e-meet or radio meet or
Or podcast meet.
sound meet.
Good. Yeah, for us,
Audio
it's, yeah, it's been a while again.
Busy schedule.
Do you really believe there's someone loyal that is following us and anxious? When are we releasing our next episode?
I wouldn't want that person. I mean, I don't think there is, but and I also don't want it to have someone who is loyal to chase us. It's just that something that if we upload an episode, then yeah, it's good that if you are interested, you can continue to listen. If not, then it's fine for me.
As long as they're interested to the things that we talk.
Why did you ask?
If there is someone, I would like to meet that person.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a number of people who listen to our podcast.
Cool.
Great.
If
Thank you.
you are the person out there, I just say hi to you. Hello, thank you for listening.
June is very eager to meet you.
Yeah. And this month is like a month of joy for a lot of people because the border is starting to open up and the long weekend is here. So a lot of people are able to go back to their hometown to visit their parents
Yes.
after like for a year or like half a year even so. That's a good news, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm one of
I
that.
just had a call with my family back in Malaysia. They were having a family gathering in Penang yesterday night. They rented a whole Airbnb, and all the family members are there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Your family
it's
are
pretty cool.
more happening than a lot of us.
I mean, I just need one person, right? Which is tech savvy, which is my sister, and then she just booked the whole thing.
Cool, nice. Alright, so for today, we're gonna talk about this movie called Free Guy.
Yes.
It's a 2021 movie.
New movie finally.
Yes, it's quite a new movie. And this movie is quite an anticipated movie, right? Since 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a story about the world of virtual reality, similar to Player Number One. In my opinion, this premise naturally will attract a lot of people who enjoy playing video game. So, this guy is an NPC or called non-playable character, and usually these NPC are computer programmed to give out like specific quests to players, buy or sell items from the players, and generally makes the world more immersive. So it's quite a interesting concept of what if, right, from this movie, that the NPC is actually it's like a living being in the world, but from the outer world, like for example the players, they are merely like a non-living being, right? And then just like the movie The Matrix, how do you know that you are not living in a simulation and someone from the outside view us like as an NPC? So okay, I'm getting too deep into this already because this is it's a comedy, right? It's a comedy, right? So I would give this movie 5 out of 10 from me. I find it alright, but quite forgettable in the end, I would say. So what do you guys think?
I think for me this movie I give it 7 out of 10. I not disagree what you say, but then I think overall I quite enjoy the movie lah. Yeah, I think it's very entertaining. And actually I think they execute the premise quite well. Then of course it can go, it has potential to be more, even more meaningful and deeper, especially at the end. But then they go for more, I think more purely for entertainment.
Casual
Ah,
entertainment, yeah.
yeah. Then but I still find it okay. Because I find it quite good as because I myself quite entertain and enjoy lah. I just things that certain things a bit wasted potential, but then I find I find it executed quite well. How about June?
Well, I think I really like this movie a lot. So I'll give it a 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very refreshing for me. I didn't know about this movie until you all mentioned about it, right? Haven't been following. But
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Because you
Then,
are also not a Ryan Reynolds fan as
oh, are you guys like Ryan
Not-
Reynolds fan?
the,
Or-
the other person.
should we?
No, not really.
No,
but then,
not
but
really?
then,
Oh,
but as
okay.
in, but I follow. I think I was call myself follow. I follow movie news lah. Then this movie quite high profile lah.
Yes, yes, yeah, okay, yeah, high profile.
But I enjoy to watch Ryan Reynolds lah. He's quite good in comedy, I would say.
Yeah, I think I never expect to actually tear up in the movie, which I did actually. There's like one scene that really caught me. And you're right that I mean in the introduction it brings out a lot of very deep questions where how do you consider a life alive, right? Is it just because the life is just happening in a system that is not alive, it's less alive, and people like us have flesh and everything. Is it more considered alive, or both are equal? And at the same time also, how do we know, right, that there's actually we are all NPCs in another game, right? So it brings out a lot of questions, but it also gives some good answers to those questions. So that's why I like it a lot, and it's very relevant. I think it's very relevant to the progress of artificial intelligence that we have right now. I think it's very relevant. It's quite a relevant movie.
Yeah, this movie that doesn't, like you said, doesn't go that deep, but just a merely like an action comedy sci-fi where the NPC tries to save the world from being destroyed by capitalism.
I think there are some deep stuff. They have some deep stuff.
Oh?
From some conversation inside.
I actually quite interested to know Wei Jun almost tear up is which scene, because
Yeah, which
there
scene?
is a scene like that I also quite I also
Yeah,
really
that's I
quite
think it's
quite moving
if
also.
there's one scene that everyone would tear up, would be the scene where Ryan Reynolds and his friend buddy run towards the breach, right, and then the villain like trying to destroy the server, and then the security guy, which is the buddy, actually say go first, but then Ryan Reynolds said but I can't leave you here, right, and then the buddy said, oh, I'm not afraid anymore, even though the buddy knows that this might be the end of him, he might vanish, but he say it's the best moment of his entire life to this day, right, because he sacrificed or something that is greater than than himself. And I think that kind of sacrificial sentiment always make me tear up. Like sacrificing something for a greater good, right? Always make me tear. I always tear up
You have a
in
soft
this kind of
spot for
movie.
this.
I always tear up during like all this army war related movie where someone sacrificed for the country and someone like take a bullet for their comrades and stuff. Yeah, I think this one also the same routing in my brain.
Great.
It's quite interesting, because usually if to have impactful scenes where like one person sacrifice himself or herself, you have to build the connection first, right? And I don't see they are like being buddy, pun intended, enough to actually makes me feel sad when he sacrificed himself. The build up is not there in my opinion. That's why I don't feel anything.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah.
Okay, first actually I'm surprised Jun tear up at that scene. But I remember that scene. But I feel okay because I do think Buddy and Guy, they have quite good chemistry actually. Because previously he Ryan Reynolds asked him to take the glass, and but he actually refused one. But after that, he joined him, and like to save the world, their world, and he sacrificed himself. I find it okay actually for a supporting character. I do quite like Buddy actually. Then
Yeah.
but I actually I more, to be honest, the one that I quite touched actually is the very last part actually, that this game actually is design, is a love letter to the to the, it was a design by the real life, the guy, sorry I forget, not the Ryan
Keys,
Reynolds
keys.
guy. Keys, yes.
Keys.
He's to I sorry I forgot the name of the Jodie Comer character. Then
You only remember Ryan Reynolds.
yeah. then no, I keep remember the his as the Steve Harrington in Stranger Things. I was like, oh, it's him. I recognize him, that character. Then I do think that part is quite touching actually. It's, yeah, that part is quite touching, and I feel that part blend very well with the storyline, because that's why Ryan Reynolds character, he would awake his why he would like suddenly awake, his consciousness will awake, is because his character is the character of his actually. Yeah, to
Actually, yeah, true.
that part for me, I feel it blend very well, and the romance also actually it suit very well. I quite like that part. Then yeah, it quite touched for me, that part.
Yeah, I have to agree. I actually like the concept where he wrote the whole world to confess to Millie. It's very nice,
Yeah.
and it blends quite well. Yeah. So
And he did say, you know, at the start in the interview, he did say that, you know, words would just disappoint you, but quotes is super cool, right? That's literally what he did, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So I think so I guess I'm not so touched during for the love letter part. So I think the different people have just different buttons to push, right? Yeah. But the buddy scene that I talk about, it's not really what touched me is not really Buddy sacrificing for Ryan Reynolds. What touched me is the context was Buddy was having such a boring life, and so being afraid of doing anything the whole life, and that is the moment I feel that he found out the meaning of life.
I really talk about that. I really like the NPC, like the especially I like the cafe girl. She, after Ryan Reynolds requests another coffee, then she start to awake, and she start to learn different like latte or cappuccino. It's like you I don't know, I like that part. Actually, I like all the NPCs, and I just quite enjoy to see the NPC awake lah. Because
Gang up,
I think
and then the guy who never want to put the hands down.
yeah,
that guy.
the guy is on there. Yeah, the part is also really funny. I think it come to a point that what, like, as in, how do we define life? Like I always find this like same as Black Mirror. I always find like NPC, if they have consciousness, if they have feelings and all this, I feel that for me, they are kind of feel like a life itself already. Then it's very cruel if we don't see them as alive, and we don't treat them as or we don't treat them or respect them like a life lah. So I quite like this movie actually is stand up for the NPC. I like that concept. Actually, overall, I like the concept, and I think it executed quite well. But it just more in like action comedy style lah. It wasn't like a very, not like Matrix, Dune, that kind, that more serious sci-fi lah.
And so very quite interesting as when Guy did something different, and then everyone will be looking at him like he's the weird one, right? it's like almost similar, like something that our society will do. If you are doing something which is out of the norm, and you'll be branded like something like it's not like abnormal, or it's not normal, but you know, it is what it is.
How do you guys see the acting in the movie?
I think it's normal. I wouldn't say it's exceptionally well. Yeah, it's nothing like really
Stand out.
wow me or blew me away or stand out, but it is immersive enough, I would say.
I think solid enough lah.
Yeah.
But Ryan Reynolds just being Ryan Reynolds now. Seriously.
I think there's just nothing that challenges the acting. Yeah. There's no
Actually,
part that really extremely challenges acting. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the movie that will challenge the actor's acting
yeah,
skill.
true. But I think Jodie Comer did quite well, as in because she is the one that act two characters. One is the Molotov girl in the game, and one is Millie in the real world. And I do feel quite distinctive, and she has chemistry with both of them. With Ryan Reynolds and also with Keys. Then I feel that I think she is quite stand out in the movie. Then but Ryan Reynolds no doubt is the trust of the movie, like basically the main guy lah. The movie also titled after him.
Free guy.
Guy. Really just call him Guy.
Surprisingly, I have watched a lot of the movie directed by this director, Sean Levi, without realizing until I was doing this episode.
Oh, actually me too.
Like, he has done a lot of comedy. Yeah, I think the most well-known project is Stranger Things, which
Yes.
I only realized that, he's the director for Stranger Things. And then The Night in the Museum, The Internship, Real Steel is what I watched, Dead Night I watched, Cheaper by the Dozen I watched. It's like I watched almost all his movies.
Actually, me too. I was after the movie, I checked out his profile. I was like, oh, actually, a lot of his movie I watched. I just didn't really, I didn't really remember his name lah. Then
Right.
yeah. Then no, talking about director, I think the only one that sometimes a bit pull me out of the movie is Taika Waititi, the villain character. I was like, okay, he is a bit
Oh my
over the
God,
top.
yeah.
He's a bit over the top. Then certain parts
It's always like that, yeah.
yeah, certain parts work, but certain parts a bit too much. I feel like you can dial it down a bit.
He enjoys acting
Yeah,
like as a hobby.
yeah, I think so.
Like Jack Ma enjoy performing on the stage. as a hobby.
You know who is him, right? Jun? Taika
Taika,
Waititi.
yeah, the villain,
Sorry.
right? The biggest villain, right? Yeah.
He's a director. You know
Yeah.
him as? Do you know him as a director?
The
right?
Guardians of the Galaxy, right? One
No,
of
no,
the-
Yeah.
no, Guardians of the
Eh?
Galaxy, Thor 3.
Is it
Thor
Thor or
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, sorry. One of it.
Guardians
Thor.
of Galaxy is James Gunn, man. I
Sorry,
watched his I watched one of the Mandalorian episode that directed by Taika Waititi. I think it's season 1 finale. I was like, oh my god, the jokes is so Taika Waititi style, man. The beginning I already can tell. Oh, his jokes quite distinctive lah. Like even in this movie also, I was like, oh, okay, he is really distinctive as
He's
well.
the one that really rebrand Thor's series, right, into like a more
Yes.
funny,
really
comedic
funny one,
Yeah,
Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, because to be honest, before Ragnarok, I really find Thor quite boring. Then until him, I do think okay, it really make Chris Hemsworth much more charming and funny
Attractive.
and likable. Yeah, and attractive as well.
Yeah. There's one film by him. What are we talking about? It's called Hunt for Wilder People, which we should do it one day. It's a movie I wanted to watch for a very long time. It's a comedy. And yeah.
Let's watch. Okay, let's maybe do it. We fix it one time.
Maybe you all will enjoy his comedy. I mean, yeah, you guys will probably enjoy his comedy style, right?
I
think,
quite
yeah,
enjoy that
I-
thus far
Thor
from
is
what I
okay,
see.
you know? Thor is quite good, right? I think I would be good with his stuff.
Alright. For this movie, I don't have anything. I don't find anything that I like to critique in this movie. is of course is entertaining for at least one watch, and instead I have a lot of like ooh moments like towards the end where they have all these like cultural phenomenon references, right, from the other movies and also from the other games, like the famous one is like the lightsabers.
Oh
And then
yeah. Oh, we didn't talk
that
about the most famous cameo scene in this movie.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah, it really caught me by surprise. I was like, oh, Chris, I already surprised to see the shield, the Captain America shield.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
suddenly
yeah.
Chris Evans out. Oh my god, that's really quite funny.
It's all under one big umbrella, like all this
Yeah.
franchise
Yeah, that's
owned
a-
by this
Channing
one.
Tatum. Channing
Oh, and
also.
Channing Tatum as well. It's really funny as well.
Yeah.
Come out
Like, yeah, all
dancing
this-
and then like trying to being horny.
There are actually so many people who made cameo appearances. Hugh Jackman was inside. Like if you don't know,
Voice he is voice acting, right? Because I saw his name, I was like,
Yeah.
who is him? Where is him? Then after that I go and
he's the
correct.
one who handed the key to Millie and then shot by her because he
At the
asked too many
beginning.
questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
I see.
He's, wear a mask. Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, look. I mean, his face is not shown at all.
Why would someone just ask Hugh Jackman to make a voiceover? It's so weird.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is so close with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
now.
but like at least show his face, then that will be a more wow moment rather than like this. I don't even notice it actually.
True, right? Me too. I don't even notice it. Yeah, it's like then all this like the portal gun. Like if you know, it's quite iconic in the gaming industry, like from Half-Life and Portal, and then the dude is like later was actually put into the game Fortnite, and then of course the Captain America shield, and then of course the appearance of some of the big YouTuber and Twitch
Yeah, I
streamers. Do you
heard.
know any of them?
I don't know, but then I
idea.
heard that quite a lot of them actually quite famous one.
Yeah.
Wait, is
one
that
of them
guy? Is that Channing Tatum guy real? Like the guy who stay in his mom's basement? Is that a real guy?
I think so. I think I'm not
Oh.
sure honestly.
that guy I actually don't recognize.
Ah,
The guy in the
Okay,
basement.
okay.
Yeah.
Mom, don't touch my socks.
The rest like Pokimane is quite a big streamer in Twitch. She has like always have 10,000 or 20,000 views when she go live, and then Jack Skeptic Eye is also a big YouTube content creator.
Mm.
Yeah, and then of course Ninja is during the peak of Fortnite, I would say he's the most recognizable person, I would say, in the Western place. Yeah, his in-game name is called his brand is called Ninja.
I know only I know that they actually invited quite a lot of like streamer, famous gamer or YouTube content creator, but I don't know who that. I'm not familiar with game industry. I have to say. Just like when I watched Ready Player One, I only recognize those movie Easter eggs only. I don't really recognize all the games Easter eggs.
I think they just want to draw more attention to the movie somewhat, and also because it's like a virtual world, right? You wanna portray something like the real world, so that when people see it, oh, this is like a real life person that I met outside of the movie, which is also in the movie, so it's something like more immersive.
But I do feel the whole movie they put in effort lah. They put in effort to make it like more real and yeah, like somehow related to us and put a lot of surprises for the audience lah. That's why I feel overall is really quite entertain. It's a good entertain movie, I would say.
I don't really like how they portray the players in the game to be so stereotypical, like
Oh,
go
is it?
inside the game and then gun blazing, kill people, shooting, and then it's I mean it's kind of true in the sense that if it refers to this game called Grand Theft Auto. And yeah, it's more recognizable to some viewers if use this reference, but overall it just give a bad taste to my mouth, I would say.
Okay, then this is gamer talk already, seriously.
I mean, when I watched this, I remember when I was playing Grand Theft Auto and I was the same, right? So I think, okay, that checks out.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not thinking about playing, when you see this movie, you're not thinking of playing like Super Mario or whatever. It's very different.
Okay, sorry, I the game that I play is like Super Mario, Pokemon Go.
Tetris.
That's all. That's all. Plant vs Zombie, those are the things that I play. So I'm not familiar with with this kind of
It's
game.
fine. Yeah, I mean it's just that I guess that it's like a comedy, so putting this in is, yeah, it's so stupid also, but it's true also at some point. Like people do play like this. So any other things that you want to critique, or you?
I think the one part, the deep part that I mentioned is the part where Guy went to Buddy and asked, I just realized that we are all just created by a computer program and we are not real. And what
yes.
if we are not real at all? And then I think Buddy gives a very good answer, right? I mean,
Yes.
I'm real. I mean, okay, we might not be real, but the moment is real, and I'm really helping my friend.
Yes,
No,
yes.
Yes.
Actually, this one also one of my favorite scene.
Yes, this is
And
one
also
of
his
the.
quote, yeah.
I think it bring out the meaning of the whole movie, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, I also think about sometimes, what's the meaning of life, and some existential crisis stuff. But I
Yeah, who
mean,
doesn't, right?
yeah, this really gives a sort of a slap in the face, or just like, so what, right? I mean, what you experience is real. What you feel you are experiencing feels real. Then that should be enough.
Yeah, being present.
Moment itself, it's important.
Yeah, being present is life already.
I know it sounds cliche, but I mean, it's just a reminder lah. So that moment, that scene is quite meaningful for me.
I quite eat up this kind of like, it's cliche, but then if the meaning is still true, I still quite okay one. I will take it one.
It's not really that forced. Suddenly like everything calm down, two persons sitting in a room, just talk about it. I think it's delivered quite well.
That was a nice moment, and then the other two I found really funny moment was the one where he was just walking with Buddy, and after the day end for them, it's at the beginning of the movie, after their job ends, right? They just walking, and then they were saying that, oh, I saw like very nice sneakers on one of the robbers, and then you will ask, oh, which one is a 2:30 one or 4:30 one? So basically it's like a scheduled robbery, right? 2:30 got one, 4:30 got one. So I think the robber also need to ask which time slot is the robbery. That was quite funny. Then another one quite cute one is when the blue shirt guy becomes a global sensation, and then there's this Japanese kid who go and repeat the guy's catchphrase. Don't have a good day, have a great day.
In a way, this movie certain part remind me of the Truman Show. Yeah. But it's in a game setting.
I never watched the Truman Show. I don't know.
I watched, but I forgot already.
I think because I just watched not long before. So okay.
Yep. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's it.
Nope. Overall, it's a feel-good movie.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about it from us this episode. For our next episode, we're gonna do dun, 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 dun. It's not Star Wars, but it's Dune, the latest one.
Oh.
Not the David Lynch, the 80s one, right?
Yeah. I think it's quite interesting. So it should be an interesting talk.
Can't wait to talk about that.
Until then, bye.
Don't have a good week. Have a great week, people. Bye.
Bye bye.